wait to have somebody like actually do this, like a producer. I just come in, hey, give me the rundown for the day. What's the topics? What's trending? Had the angles up. Get my fluffer. She gonna let me have a fluffer. Momo, can I have a fluffer? She don't even know what a fluffer is. Dude, I think we live now. Oh.
Wasn't Danny the one that said he didn't know what a fluffer was?
Shout out Danny. He know what a fluffer. Yo. All right, so we live right now. So anything you didn't want to say, no, is that it said somewhere. All right. Danny know what a fucking fluffer is. Danny, big Danny. Now. No, that motherfucker fluff. Danny on camera and Darren on camera. They ain't know what the fluff is. All right, so give me a little more room because I don't want to yell and spit on you, brother. Marvin.
Yo, get energetic, bro.
So we live right now.
You turn that off. You want to go live from the Not Safe for His page?
Right now. Oh. I'm ready. Yeah.
Hey, is that porn? Yeah. Daddy, I got our favorite channel up. No, turn that off. All right, I don't want to even jump into it till we go live from the joint.
Okay.
Oh no. So he goes live from the grand page too. He got that pretty ass iPhone too with the red back. That sexy bitch.
Right.
Yeah, she tight. She got rig in a little bit.
A
We all in the shot. Make sure Uncle Marv in the shot. Uncle Marv, you in the shot?
I'm gonna be.
All right, so fellas, y'all should have watched that intro because it's gonna be crazy here. Went to Marv on the camera. Somebody watching on YouTube like, what the fuck are they going? But if they watching by now, they kind of know how we do.
They already
things,
know.
right? Right.
They already know.
Y'all are hilarious.
I forgot my goddamn coffee. I'm gonna call my secretary.
Really are.
Yeah, all right. You call her secretary again. You might not go back.
Let me know. Let me when to go. Let me know when to go. I'm breathing in.
Hold on. Let it build up.
Hey, good. How much more?
Let's go.
Oh shit! Goddamn! Look at his face. Goddamn! He didn't know what's gonna happen. Goddamn! Not safe for fucking ears, boy. Y'all didn't know that laugh. Is that too loud for y'all? Again. Oh shit!
Give me a little more.
That's all I got. Damn. Yeah.
He was trying to suck it all away.
He's like that little ass body ass. Listen, we are here with two of the homies. He said, "Daddy, are you okay? You all right, bro?"
He see y'all on the TV. He like,
you good, homie?
oh my God.
He said no.
No.
We got two of my brothers on. We got my man Joey Crack. We got my man PJ. Thank y'all so much. Give him a hand clap. Thank you. So, this is Not Safe for Ears. Want to appreciate y'all for coming in. And we got a superstar on the way. He said, Daddy, I see you on a YouTube channel with millions of subscribers.
Yeah, it's me.
That's
you see me. You don't know what to do right now. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah.
You can sit up here if you want to sit. Yeah, you can sit up here. You want to sit up here with us?
Okay, you want to rock?
We need to get one of them bleak joints done.
Yeah, we should. I met these two brothers. All right.
Yeah.
He said, I don't care what you doing.
Yeah,
I don't care about this little funky ass show. I don't care what you doing. About that bullshit.
It's okay.
I met y'all at a photo shoot because I'm a model. Right? I'm a model.
Loose term.
I'm gonna tell you about that. It's a cool life. You check it out. I'm a model. Look, so this is model, right? No, listen. This is model. This is his level model, right? And then like the bare minimum. And my man, he snuck me through the back door. Said, "Bring your little ass in here." So
you up there with
I came right there.
Models,
I'm right there. I barely got that motherfucker. So shout out Flex. Show him the Scully. Boom. We was at a Flex photo shoot. I was my normal self, my normal me, and we was geeking and laughing. And I thought these two dudes had some interesting takes on certain shit, and also some expertise in what they do. Joey being a sneakerhead.
Right, I'm looking at the sneakers now. And
man,
like,
my man show him the bag real quick, yo. He got a bag and a box. So we're gonna talk about that and unveil some of that dope shit. And you see this motherfucker right here, right? So when I thought about bringing them on, I said, should I have my wife in the premises? Hey, Marvin, look, this is a motherfucker you don't want to invite to the cookout. You like, this motherfucker, I ain't got my shape of the day. All your aunts, you like, oh, he's so handsome. You thought you was cute and shit. You like, that's some bullshit.
He's staring like, that nigga look delicious.
And this motherfucker too, what they call him, white chocolates. He the white chocolate type. He got the tattoos with the beard and
I would
shit.
keep him away from my family.
You know what? Fuck that. Y'all cool and all that, but y'all ain't coming to none of my functions when I gotta shine. When I don't need to shine, come on through. So let's jump right into it. We ain't got much time. I'm gonna start off with you, Joe, because you got here a little early, not because you got here late, because you got here on time. But we will already talk about certain shit, right? But no, hey, y'all niggas sound like it's grinding. What the fuck going on? No,
I'm calling them out before the shit.
Did it sound like I was calling him out?
A little bit.
I'm gonna work on that.
What did you say?
I didn't mean it. Look, he said, "Look, y'all gonna leave my damn daddy alone." He busted his own daddy. Which one?
Working again. Where the
What I
Wi-Fi
steal on?
password? Need the Wi-Fi password.
Cool. So
Alrighty then.
when I first met you, I had on some whatever the fuck I had on, some bullshit, right? But I thought I was fresh.
Right.
And he had on some shit at the set that was harder than I ever had, and it wasn't even his set shoes. He said, "No, these are my goddamn Safeway running the mall, the market shit." And he pulled out that bag.
Right.
And I was like, "Oh shit, you a sneakerhead for real." Like, my man got the bag for the sneakers. Like the bag.
Yeah, like a bag.
It's like temperature controlled and all that shit.
Like that's
So
it's a dope ass bag too. Like
fam, we hear people talking about sneakerhead every now and then. We might go to what is a sneakerhead? If somebody say like,
yeah, tell us what a real sneakerhead is.
A real sneakerhead, I mean, it's a real loose term. I mean, to me, because now you add years to it,
right?
It's anybody who has love for sneakers.
Okay.
Like you can't, just because somebody has 1,000 sneakers or 5 pair, you know what I mean? Like love for sneakers is love
I like
for sneakers.
that. So it's not a quantity thing. It's just
right. Like it's just a
love
passion
for it.
form. Right. I mean, because money, like that's the thing that people get confused with nowadays is that motherfuckers is on social media, fake flexing and shit.
Right.
Spending their whole rent money, spending their fucking parents' money, scamming people, fucking, just like fucking the whole shit up. And it's all just to promote an image that's not real.
talking.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, first and foremost, if you're buying sneakers, man, buy it within your limit. You know.
I'm glad you said that. So
yeah. Don't go broke. Don't go getting divorced from your old lady because you know what I mean. You want.
But hold up. What if you love sneakers more than your old lady?
Right, but I mean,
fuck her, right?
Don't fake the funk. You know what I mean? Our old ladies is what keeps us together. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying?
So it's not so much, you can't even jump into the sneakerhead class if you don't have a pair of $400 Yeezys.
Nah,
you can have a dope pair of whatever the fuck, as long as you take care of them.
Right.
You love and
right.
And that's what you love to do. You a sneakerhead.
You gotta exactly. And I mean, don't get me wrong.
Because I got some Payless in the back and I love it.
Like, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've been doing this shit so long, and just me being who I am as a person, like I like to be, original. Like I don't like going to the mall. We're going out to eat and seeing somebody wearing whatever the fuck I'm wearing.
Oh, let's touch more on that.
That's just real talk.
Let's touch more on that. How mad do you get when you got them exclusives? What you going to unveil on the show? We got auto lace.
I mean,
and then somebody else got it.
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying? But like. It's just like it's just like it takes the airs out you say a little bit, you know what I mean? You want to you know what I mean? You step outside, you're feeling right, and then you see, homie come walking by and like, what the fuck?
And he a clown, like he got a scuff on his shit.
Yeah, well,
he don't even care about it.
You know what's funny is because like my brother, he's really been in the sneakers a long time and whatnot, right? So it's crazy because he might see somebody with like the same shoes, but he like, damn, he said they slick. I got the same shit at home. He said, but they ain't even freaking right. So now I'm mad because he got on the same shoes I got, but he ain't even wearing them bitches right. So I'm like, I said, okay, so it's a standard to it. Like if you're gonna be, I do feel like that's a kind of like a standard to it. Like if you gonna wear the shoes. I mean, you gotta wear them right too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't buy these $200-$300 pair of shoes,
right,
and then just throw on whatever the fuck and just feel like you the shit at that point in time. I still feel like you gotta have. I feel like you gotta be down to it, but I'm not a sneakerhead, so I don't really know how that goes. But
do you also have to have one of these type fucking sneakerhead? Like, first of all, how much that bag cost? I feel like that bag was like $400.
So man, you ain't got to disclose that kind of information.
No, today you gotta have to, and you can lie too. I ain't got no fucking receipts.
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and plug them and hope they send me a free bag.
Yeah,
so,
go ahead.
You know what I mean? Go ahead. You know, I got a private label. You know, sneaker duffel bag.
That shit is.
They cost $150.
Oh, that's dope though. It's not crazy expensive.
Nah. $150 on the website, private label. You know,
bust it open for us. I'm gonna see some of the components inside. So like, is it section off where you have like little levels?
Yeah. So I mean, you got zippers in the front, you got zippers in the back.
Yeah, show that on camera. I want to see that.
You got.
I can get out of the camera. The shoes.
You got
way more expensive
zippers on the side. You got zippers, you know, on the front for shit. You know.
And when you open that bitch up, is it like little boxes or?
Well, you got little compartments that you can put, you know, stuff in there. And then some of the stuff I brought for you guys today.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, I wasn't going to show up on camera without talking about that.
Before we unveil these, my man just came back. He just got fluffed by some chick in the parking lot. I don't know who that was.
That's the perks
and I want to talk.
That's the perks about being a real male model.
That looks like you can do that. PJ.
Yeah.
That's your real hair, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
God damn.
Hang plugs.
Can I hold some? Can I hold some? Can I borrow
hold
some?
some?
Can I borrow some?
Absolutely not.
Look,
Just for the rest of my life.
We'll go by the comparison, man.
Just
man, I'm losing it up top. My man,
this motherfucker ain't losing it.
Just living it. Just loving
You are a professional male model. You are a hair model. You just model. You're a model ass
all
motherfucker.
around.
Man.
Beautiful man.
If they ask me to do it, I'm gonna do it.
You doing it?
Yeah.
All right. We gonna. Hey, look. We gonna give 3 minutes. We gonna all ask him the craziest shit to see if he will model on that. But let's treat this serious just for a second. Bro, y'all start thinking of some wild examples of will PJ model here. All right. So Lexington, Milwaukee can be one of them. So like I said, I met you at the shoot. And immediately, matter of fact, I met you. We was on our second shoot by then. I was a two shooter.
Yeah.
I was a two shooter.
Your wife said different though. It's like,
Hey Marvin, fuck you, yo. Because that's the truth. That's actually the truth. So I met you at the shoot, and it's level to the shit, right? If you go work out my man Marvin, I don't give a fuck who you were working out before. You're going to see, it's some attention to detail with technique that you maybe didn't notice. If you go shopping with a sneakerhead like my man Joe, and you go pick up them Jordans that ain't really Jordans, they just the Jordans they pumping out because they need to put something out for this fiscal year, he going to tell you, hey, nah, fam, you need to go over here because this look at detail.
Don't buy them Jordan flights, man.
Right.
Please.
No, the flight. When you watch this motherfucker on set, you realize this ain't just Instagram selfie. Like, angles, lighting.
Yeah.
Where you put your hand at to make sure the logo or the brand you're trying to represent. All that. Because I was over this motherfucker doing this. You know, you got the little gangster and you like this. You like, bitch, the logo right there. What you doing?
My man just steps right in and
the face you use, the angle that you look at, all that. What the fuck, mate? Listen, so, all right, you was one of them motherfuckers that I ain't like in middle school and high school because you thought you was cool, and he already tall and pretty. He like, yeah, that was your girl. Let me hold her for a second.
Nah.
How did you jump into this modeling shit?
I heard on the radio about this
damn, he fine. You want a model?
I heard about this shit called Pro Scout on the radio. It was like you come out to so and so. I was like Baltimore for like a 30-second audition if you want to be a model or actor. It was actor at the time. That's my passion. I want to be an actor.
Oh, okay.
So I went out there and they actually didn't accept me. But I went the following year and the dude gave me a chance. They sent me out to Philadelphia for 2 days. Put me in front of like 30 of like agents from across.
All expense paid.
No, I had to pay. That was the thing.
Okay.
So,
but still the opportunity.
It was an opportunity.
I
was a little skeptical.
It's an hour and a half up the road.
Like most people, right? I was skeptical. Most people like, I gotta pay for it, but no, it was worth it because there was like hundreds of people there, right? And most of them didn't get a call back. Maybe 40 of them got like one. Okay. And I'm like part of this small group of people that got over two. I in fact got four. So it was at that point I realized like, wow, I might actually, there might actually be something. Yeah, it might be something in this. And I went to BMG Models a couple of months later and I signed a 3-year contract with them. Yeah.
Everybody go like this.
Yeah.
That's a way of showing respect, but humbly like, God, right, that's cool.
You get a contract then.
Yeah.
So you got the contract, and then where did it go from there?
So
not so much a final destination, but like, what was the experience like? Did you immediately motherfucking, oh, next week you flying somewhere else? Was it, okay, now let's make sure you got this look? Did you have to meet this person?
Like some schooling and like some research that had to be done first?
Some trading?
You had to kind of like gradually.
Like a model school, like the X-Men school, but for models?
You would think there should be. But it's more like you got to fend for yourself type of deal. In order to be successful, you got to learn quickly and do shit on your own because their agents not gonna help.
They're not waiting.
They're not helping you. They're expecting you to do everything. So I mean, they helped me. They sent me castings and shit. But
like show up here, dress like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But as of how to act, what poses to do, like they don't help you with none of that shit.
What?
Nah.
What about like a health routine?
Nope. That's not.
You hear that a lot with the women. So is that more for women? Because you hear sometimes they be like, you need to lose 10 pounds, that type of shit.
Okay. I mean, this just depends on what they want to do. If they want to be that type of model, like because it's for women, the requirements are so stringent. So what are the different type of models? And,
matter of fact, what kind of category would you fit in? And then maybe what's the other top 3 or 5 of like?
So because of my figure, I got 28 waist. I'm high fashion, and I'm 6'1", so runway. High fashion and runway, that's typically where I fall into right now. Okay. And then luckily I got
mannequin work. Yeah. He that mannequin. You know that mannequin when you walk through Macy's and they look at this motherfucker mannequin all standing tall and shit. Yeah. They modeling that. You modeling that type shit. Okay. Yeah. So we know about the glitz and glamour, right? How it can turn out. What are some fucking horror stories? You hear about anorexia. You hear about women putting themselves through all type of psychological shit of like never feeling like they're pretty enough, always having
that's common.
Is that the same thing for males? Do you have that type of competition?
They're all arrogant as shit.
They just like, oh, shit, fuck it,
they really are. Don't want to talk to you, want to help each other.
These motherfuckers. I'll be fighting, bro.
Yeah, I mean, there are some cool dudes, don't get me wrong, but for the most part, everybody's,
Yeah, they're like,
survival of the fittest. Yeah, I'm not gonna help you. I'll get the fuck out of here.
You didn't have to blow anybody.
No. Perfect segue. Hey, no, listen.
Listen. Asking,
we love everybody here.
Listen, about having
fam, when we ask questions like this, which goes in line with our platform, we're asking questions that people want to ask, but feel like sometimes it's taboo or like inappropriate. But we want to know, and we understand that this industry is not full, but it's a lot of homosexuality. Let's get to it. Like that's the not demographic, but that's not the culture. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like certain places, if you go to a mechanic shop, you probably ain't gonna see a whole bunch of pretty dudes with their eyebrows done. You gonna see burly men getting to the work, right?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of.
Did somebody try to make you suck some dick?
I haven't gotten that. I'm not that high up yet.
Oh, you gotta get that high to get that low. You gotta get high to get that low. Like, like, hey, you high enough, so let me talk to you for a second.
Yeah, if you want this role, it's something you're gonna do. So I haven't got there yet.
So. Okay. So
I don't know I've made it at that point.
Yeah. I guess that's when you know you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Every now and then in like the hairdressing world, if a guy is a hairdresser, right, you assume automatically he might be gay or bisexual or at least metrosexual, right? Do you notice that a lot of them
the benefit of the
doubt? You notice a lot of the male models maybe were a little sweet
in this area, a lot
in the DMV area
most of the time,
or the East Coast.
But I mean, there's a lot in New York too. I mean, there's not a lot of heterosexual male that maybe think they'll cut out for it, or maybe they don't want to. I don't know. There's
Do you think it's a stigma? Yeah,
stigma.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't want to be a model because they're gonna see me as
It's not a hard, it's not a hard like industry or whatever. Right. It's you got to put makeup on and.
Right. Which goes with
if you get on TV, they put makeup on you. So
exactly.
People don't think about that.
Yeah. Being a model, how easy, especially at the height of your modeling, right? Like when you first got that contract, when you showing up at these sets and you see the PA, they got PAs in modeling,
like for
or production
for
assistants,
models, or you mean for the actual?
But like the people do the runaround work, the runners, they got people to do. Like, all right, so boom, you over there, you doing your thing, and you see the photographer, and you see his or her helper, and she looking at you like, look at this motherfucker. How easy was it for you when you were like a model? Like,
I don't gotta work hard at all. But there's a lot of.
They don't gotta work hard.
There's a lot of instances where like. Females will be intimidated to talk to me, or like, there's that shit where they just pretend I don't exist and just keep
because they don't want to feed that monster.
Yeah, I guess
I don't fucking know.
I don't know either.
I'm just a pretty motherfucker. I'm here for the check.
I'm like a train wreck, man. It's hard not to see me.
That's dope, man, because, you know, we all feel like on our freshest day, we that motherfucker. Until you ever want to, come on, we all men here, right? All right. You ever run to a motherfucker and you automatically, don't like him, but you like, this motherfucker, boy. If he met my girl before I met her, it may be a problem. That might be somebody she'd help you. You ever meet somebody like that? It don't gotta be necessarily attractiveness. It could be like acting like
honestly,
swag or here
you want me to be honest?
Fuck no, I'm that motherfucker.
No.
Me too. Me too, yo.
Nah, because I mean that goes back into the jealousy thing, and I'm my own person, and I have my own energy, and I'm comfortable in my own skin to be able to say like, you know, when I walk into the room, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm me.
I'm
like
me.
there ain't another me. You know what I mean? And I carry my own weight, and
I like it.
You know, I ain't worried about the next
one.
man.
He's been through some shit because most people don't come to that cognition.
I mean, it's just like I said. It's just, you know, you go through life, you know, and if you're not picking up pieces and picking up information and trying to better your life, better your fucking situation, then what the fuck are you doing? Mm-hmm. You know, if you're not learning every damn day, then you're wasting your life.
That's true.
Woo. Do you think that's also that type of confidence?
You be kicking that knowledge.
that type of confidence and awareness of self. Do you think that's also important in modeling? You have to be.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They always ridicule you.
Even pretty ass niggas like me have some type of insecurity.
Like me,
they got some insecurities and shit. Like you know. Even myself, like I'm not muscular as I want to be, so like that shit eats at me, but it shouldn't. Like, shouldn't at all.
Hey, look, show them how it is. That 18 pack. Well, it's cool, you know, because listen, when I met you, the first time I ever did a shoot, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, fam. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I see him, and I'm like, okay, I can see that he know what he's doing. So then you automatically not feel inferior, but you like, I don't want to look stupid. I'm already know I
do hate that shit.
But with him, I'm gonna give you some kudos. He's like, no, man, you good. Look, man, stand like this. Man, work on this, do that. So you kind of already dispelled some of the perception I had of models, especially male models. Like, oh, this motherfucker gonna be like, man, sit your little ass over there. Let the pros do it.
That's not normal though.
Is it not you, or is it normal within the industry, but you just happen to be, like my man said, an introspective, aware guy? Or is it like everybody's like that?
The way I look at it is what goes up must come down. If I help you out, more than likely someone else is going to pay it forward and help me out.
I like that.
You know? Like I said, I'm not trying to compete with nobody. Like, I'm not looking. Even if you get a job, maybe one day you'll, you know, help me out. Send me the, you know, the contact information or whatever. I'm not trying to like. I don't care if somebody else gets the gig and I don't. Whatever. Just work a little harder.
Work a little harder. I mean, that's what it boils down to. Is just the kind of work that you put in. Yeah. Because I mean,
there's enough to go around.
Yeah, and that's a big problem that I feel like society has itself. Is everybody think that there's a scarcity of resources, of money, whatever the case is. So everybody feel like, yo, I gotta hold on to what I got, and I gotta cut you off from making anything else because ain't enough of both of them.
Well, that's also just the ego thing. You know, it's the you want to be better than your neighbor. You know what I mean? It's the whole perspective, the keeping up with the Joneses type shit. You know, everybody wants to
the Jays.
Yeah, everybody wants to be up on something, but you know, I mean, it's life. You know, when you got like J. Cole said, you know what I mean, like. There's always going to be a bigger house, you know what I mean? There's always going to be a newer car. There's always going to be somebody who's getting more fucking money than you. So at the end of the day, like, you can't be worried about, like obviously we all need money to live, you know what I mean? And everybody wants to live as comfortable as fucking possible. But at the same time, to get to where you need to be at life, where that level, you're going to have to slit somebody's throat to get there, you know. Well, you know, not figuratively, but you know what I'm saying. You got to, you know what I mean. You got to fucking.
I slipped three throats.
The people who get there, you know what I mean, in life are the ones who fucking run people over. You know what I mean.
Let's stick right there. Monique, the comedian. Y'all know who she is, right?
Yeah.
Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Are you guys aware what happened recently with Colin Kaepernick with this out-of-court settlement, right? Somewhere between $80 million.
Hold on, what happened?
$80 million. So the whole kneeling, NFL, firing him,
nah,
all that.
No shit.
Settled out of court. You can't go over the details, but speculate $80 million, right? So
is that a buyout for not being able to come back to the NFL?
All that. So I guess somewhere the lawyers, the financial people got together and said, this is the money he lost out on endorsement deals. This is what's appropriate.
But he's still signed with Nike though.
Yeah.
He is.
He's been signed with Nike, and he was never dropped by Nike.
Which was great. Which goes right back to what I'm talking about.
He never stopped getting paid for that.
He never.
Well, he stopped getting an NFL salary, but he never stopped getting paid by his. He might have lost some endorsers,
right?
But I don't know if he never lost Nike,
right? He never lost the people that really stuck behind him and understand what he was trying to do. And what I wanted to get on is the integrity, fella. Right. We talked about that, right? The integrity it takes to not only be a good model but a good human being all over.
Well,
right?
that's the. Yeah.
Do you think that is more important? We were talking about sometimes you got to cut a throat. Sometimes you got to be, But do you think integrity should trump your eagerness to secure the bag?
I mean, I don't really understand. So what's him taking that settlement got to do?
So this is what
with anything.
Let me circle back real quick. Okay. So Monique and Steve Harvey were on their show, right? And I'm gonna sum this up as quickly as I possibly can.
Okay.
And Steve Harvey was saying, "Look, Monique, I understand that there's certain things about the industry, being the comedy industry, right?
Right.
That you feel like as a black woman, as an OG in this game, you are old."
Right.
But you can't do certain shit or speak out to certain people or even voice your opinion the way you think you maybe should because securing your bag is more important. So maybe you have to eat some shit sometimes, right, to get it back. But what she was saying is the integrity piece.
Right.
The same thing Colin was echoing. No, I'm not going to jeopardize my integrity for the bag. If that means me taking a pay cut, me losing a job, me not fucking up somebody for the sneakers I want, or me not taking somebody else's dream away for the scarcity mindset, understanding it's enough for all of us. Do you think integrity should be over everything?
Oh, of course.
It's genuine.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Integrity has to. I think integrity has to, because I can't, technically speaking, if you can go to sleep without, if you can go to sleep with a clear conscience because you knew that you did what was right versus, what paid more, whatever the case is, I think that should ultimately come first because you can't pay for a peace of mind. I don't care what nobody say. No. You can give somebody $1 million, $2 million, but that's not going to clear your conscience. That's not going to be able to do it for you. No. So I think the integrity should trump everything. Period. Like if you ain't got integrity, you don't, because that's the type of shit that gets people killed, so on and so forth. Because people don't have people have a lack of morals and values and stuff like that and beliefs. And that's ultimately shit. That's where they get lost at, and that's where they fall. That's where their downfall is.
Tie back into you when you were talking about karma,
right?
And maybe a lack of integrity.
Well, that's the thing.
To bring some shit back onto you later, even if you don't pay for it at the moment.
Right. Well, in my eyes, it's such a fucked up cycle. It's a fucked up thing because we all battle with ego, and we all battle with our own inner demons and our own want to proceed and move on in life, and sometimes like you said, you come to those character choices where this is the fork in the road. What are you going to do? And I stand by Colin Kaepernick, that and I'm not mad that he took a settlement, you know what I mean? I'm glad he got paid for that.
So the settlement wasn't so much that I'm going to go back to the league and do what you want to do. It was like, oh, I told you motherfuckers you're going to pay for the decision you made against me.
Right.
And I played the marathon, not the sprint. Right. So I let everybody crack their jokes.
Right.
Taking a knee, you a clown. Oh, give me that bag. Right. Because I stood by what my message was intentionally.
Right.
Freedom of speech, freedom of right to protest, of something I don't agree with.
Shout out to Nike for sticking by them.
Shout out to Nike.
Down on them, and their fucking stock went up.
Are those Nikes?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's jump into that motherfucking box. Bam! All right, so like I said, when we showed up to the set, and I had my little whatever the fuck I had on, some red Pumas or something. Look at the fucking box. So when did these come out?
So technically these came out today. I got these a couple days early.
Today, fam. He came out today, but he got them.
They sold
before
out.
The day.
They sold out, within probably 3 or 4 minutes today on the Sneakers app.
What's the name of them joints?
These are the Nike Adapt Earl basketball shoes.
That's not a PS4, fam?
No, it's not a PS4.
I feel like it's a PS4.
Yo, you about to do
I feel like it's a treasure chest.
Are you gonna do like
that's what my man Nicky was saying. He said that I should do that.
Yeah, you should do YouTube. Just a couple minute reviews.
Look, we gonna all talk after this.
That's what I'm saying.
We gonna all talk after this. But I said, do what you love and make it work for you eventually.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so now you open. Look. Damn, fam, I ain't never buy no sneakers. It's like a 4-piece suit. What in the fuck? You gotta open. You got a passcode. You got a finger. God damn! Look at this. Look at
I had
this.
to take the live camera. Fuck that. They got to see
Look at
this.
this.
So this is what we got here.
Look at the bubble gum sole. They call them bubble gum sole? What the fuck you call them?
These are they got the icy soles on here. These.
Platform? What is that? What
So
is this?
what we got under here, this is the charging pad.
It come with a charging
It
pad.
comes
Man.
with a charging
Make sure
pad.
the cam see that. Make sure the cam see
You
that.
charge them
What?
on the charger, yeah.
What?
Can you also charge your phone on that?
No.
You can't charge your
no.
phone?
I don't think you can charge your phone.
Damn, Nike got it locked down.
But yeah,
You might be able
so
to.
you can actually download the app on here. So I got the app on my phone.
And you can check and see if your
I'm
shoes
gonna
is
start calling him
charged.
Marty McFly. Fuck
Listen,
that.
listen.
You gotta
So,
charge your shoes,
you know,
bro.
They got they sync up.
Left and right.
Show that to the camera, the app on the screen.
That's loosening them up. That's your left shoe, your right shoe.
What?
You can change the colors on the side.
Make sure that's up there too.
What
Up there,
the
too.
fuck?
Hold it up a little bit. Look at that.
Look at that shit there.
So it syncs up with the app. You can change the colors.
You change the colors. You tighten, auto lacing technology.
Yo, I could be chilling, yo, fam.
These say
I would be in
auto
school the whole time. All you gonna hear is zzz, zzz, zzz.
What?
That is. Can you play music from them?
I don't believe.
That's next year.
But I'm sure.
That's
they
next year.
just came out with them sort of apps. You know what I mean?
That is so hard. So you can charge them motherfuckers.
So
you
you
can change
charge
the
them on
light.
the pad. They got the app where you can control the laces and all that. And I'm sure
What they go for? Let's get to it. What they go
So
for?
they're $350 for retail,
Okay.
and then Lord knows what
They probably like
what they're gonna be
two stacks now after they sell out.
after today.
After
So,
the day, yeah, they're gonna be a rack.
but
You can make so much money, bro.
Yeah, we'll see that.
These
Buy
are
a couple
the
pairs early, review them, sell them to your followers.
Well, see, let's jump into the lace
Yeah,
joint.
we gonna talk. Yeah, we gonna talk.
Yeah.
He's an admin on a page of other like-minded sneakerhead enthusiasts.
So-
and they do shit like that.
So I'm one of many admins on an elite sneaker group on Facebook where you can only be invited to this group. You can't just join the group.
Oh shit!
You can't even just ask to be in the group. Like you have to be
It's
invited
that
to the
Illuminati
group. So a lot of the people that are in the group, they're owners of sneaker boutiques. They're the dudes
shit.
that
So you mean like some motherfucking cartel shit?
Yeah, well,
sneakerheads. Y'all just get together like, all right, look, we got a shipment coming in next week. Poppy got
any shoe that you want to get, or that I want to get, if you got available, I got access, between either that or the people that are in the group. They know people. It's it's more like a family now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It started as a sneaker group from a lot of the other main Facebook sneaker groups. They got together and made the elite one, and this is it.
It's just so elite. He ain't even say the name yet for you know that shit.
Lace Marketplace.
I feel like that ain't the name. I feel like you got to put a passcode in too.
You don't even talk. It's like Fight Club. You
You don't talk about you show up.
It is what it is.
Now, what I'm gonna jump this into is men and their toys. Marvin, Joe,
Right.
we all got our toys, right?
Right.
That's an expensive toy.
Yes, it is.
How the fuck your wife let you do that? And we talk about this in the set
I
too.
mean,
Because once you get wives, it's different.
so that's the thing. So we all, like anybody that is aware of like what they're doing in life, I battle with the shit because I'm passionate about everything. So I'm either all in or I'm all out.
Right.
And it's hard to just say, hey, I'm gonna take a break or stop buying shoes because it's like that's what I like to do. That's what I that's my hobby, right? But at the same time, you got to be able to say like happy wife, happy life. So if my old lady's telling me like I need to take a break, like I need to take a break.
But if you can start making money out doing it though.
Yeah, that is true.
Changes
But
everything.
it's kind of it's a little. It's one of them things. It's like
I used to give and go.
I used to I used to sell them like heavy, and that's how like I really got into like really loving the sneakers like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I started loving sneakers when I was a kid and I was poor and I couldn't afford the Air Pittmans. You know what I mean?
I remember I had a pair of Clippers, yo.
Well, I couldn't afford them.
I remember-
and my parents wouldn't buy them. So
I remember I didn't have one. And let me ask you a question. See, I got a sneaker club too, right? It's called Marshall's Red Tags. And what we do, we go to all the Marshalls across the country, right? And we say, look, I like these Puma limited editions with the red label. I'm lying like a motherfucker. We ain't got no bad.
Of course we don't.
Yeah, but that's dope, man. Like I said, even the shoes you got on right now, what the fuck are those?
These are the Nike Air Fear Gods.
See, I knew he had something with some God shit at the time.
That's what I was looking at.
Put that to the
like,
camera. They
bro,
hard as a motherfucker too, yo.
They dope as fuck.
Nah.
They're like, yo.
Still.
I had to go to New York to pick these up.
I go to Marshalls and only. I'll get them in like 5 years, and they're gonna be like a
me and the
2
wife
size
turned
bigger.
it into a date
to
trip.
get my Converse.
Right, yeah, look, it works. Do you notice in the modeling industry, does that sneakerhead world ever cross over, or you guys just a representative for whatever brand is popping? Or you guys just not the diminish it, but just a mannequin. Whatever he tell you to wear, you wear.
Whatever. I mean, because you won't see that because for like casting calls and stuff, you gotta be all black and generic, no brands. So I mean, if you do see something like that, it's from showing up at the edition and then they got changed or whatever. But
is it something as a sneaker model? And what do you have to?
I mean, they have them on IG.
You gotta have pretty ass.
Like motherfuckers who just like, I got the right foot and leg lift or some shit.
They got females that.
And it's not safe for years. You good, bro?
You say bitches.
But I still want to be respectful.
No, you're a terrible person. Any person that calls a woman a bitch.
You can look on Instagram right now and they got their ass cheeks, squatting with the J's on.
Yeah.
So I mean, they have them. They have them, but you get your niche. You got you get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
Tell me some more wild shit about this modeling shit, man. Give me a crazy story.
Let me.
All right, I'm sorry.
Before we go into the crazy story, I want to find out. All right, so as your career starts to elevate, right?
Shout out my man Denzel.
Huh?
Is it Denzel?
Okay. Shout out to my man too. He was all sharp as shit last night. Too. I don't know where him and Chris was going.
I know where he's going. We're gonna leave it out camera.
But as far as like taking it to the height of your career, when do you feel like I mean, besides somebody like, hey, if you really want this job, you gotta suck a dick. But when you feel like you've reached like a certain point, what would you be modeling, or who would you be modeling for when you feel like you really made it?
When I really make it,
like when you feel like, yo, I'm really like the shit. Like you already know you the shit. You're a pretty motherfucker, whatever the case is. But you really like, yo, I can really go out and I can do whatever the fuck I really want to do at this point in time. Like I can travel across the world. I really reached this certain level.
I mean, who would I be modeling for? I don't know. I guess just
don't say Gucci. Don't say Prada or Gucci.
Any high-end designer.
Yeah, for real. Any high-end designer. I mean, ultimately, really, as soon as I go, full time with this, I'm not. I had an opportunity to go to fucking Paris, okay, and I would have got an international contract, and it just kind of fell through. So I can do it. I'm not worried about it, but I'll model for anybody.
So there isn't right now a wish list. If you could put that out in the universe, so is it somebody like, yo, I can see myself a year from now, right there. Just throw it out there. It's coming. As soon as you say that name.
I don't like Paul Mitchell because I really want a hair model like full time.
Okay.
That's what I really like. So like,
I feel like I know some people in that industry too, yo. We're gonna talk.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I know a couple females that got some clout. So
hey, I love having my hair played with, bro. If I could just hair model.
I ain't got no hair. And I like my hair getting played with too.
Right, if I could just get my hair,
I like my ass hair getting played with
every day.
Go ahead,
I would do that shit. Like,
hold up, time out. We're not gonna speak past.
No.
I missed it. Hold on, what did he say?
I said it. My ass hair real long. It's about long as that motherfucker.
You gotta get this shit.
And the wife takes her teeth and she flosses with it. No. But no, I hope you get that. We're gonna talk some more after this. But listen, you know what the fuck you doing, so that's what it is. Mom, what you had to ask?
So for you, has there ever been any pair at this point in stage,
right?
For the class of sneakers that you currently buy, right now, is there any shoe that you want but you necessarily don't necessarily have in your collection that you want to be able to add to it, or is there a pinnacle shoe?
For me, it would because of growing up watching Back to the Future, it's Air Mags. You know, having a pair of Air Mags, you know, that's to me, that's it. You know what I mean?
Is it hard to get them right now?
I mean, dude, the pairs that release, the older pairs, you know, they're fucking 14 grand. You know, God. The ones that just released, you know, they're fucking 60, 70 grand.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So when you get a hold of them, you be like, "Yep,
yeah."
I'm the all-time sneaker king.
I mean, growing up, my father loved Back to the Future. So when I grew up, I was, you know, I always watched Back to the Future and Marty McFly with them fucking Air Mags, son, lacing them bitches up and hopping on the hoverboard. That was it. Like that was like. You know, that like, you know.
And that's funny because I just called him Marty McFly.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. So when I seen these, I said, you know, for the price point, you know what I mean?
And that 60 G's and kiss the inside of my ass. That what was that with the 12 G's?
The inside, right?
Nigga, I kissed the inside. You know what the two different color part of the asshole?
Right on.
But
the whole part.
It's the difference though, because like anybody, you know, we all have our hobbies and we all have our, you know, things that we like to spend money on. You know, some people are more tech savvy, spend their money for the tech. Some people like cars. Some people like traveling. You know, I like fucking expensive shoes.
All right, check this out. I got something for you. I got a two-parter. And it ties back into shit we was going to ask Model Man over here of some wild shit, but for you. All right, boom. The Marty McFlys for one stack.
Right.
You can get them. But it's an old lady right in front of you who want to get them for her nephew. You going to mush that old bitch? Ain't you going to mush her?
On or off camera?
Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Look, you just go turn your head like this. Get your old ass. I'm talking about 60 G's to 1 G or 15 G's to 1 G. And they right there, you see them. They right there in front of you.
You don't get to them fast enough.
And she asked a dumbass question like, do these come with
no repercussions?
No repercussions. What I mean mush? No mush.
Because look, I mean, obviously, you know, I want to say, like, of course, you know what I mean? Let me rephrase it. 5 years ago, it wouldn't even been a question. I'd have stone cold stunned that bitch. But now, you know, where I'm at in life, in karma, and...
You probably explain to her how that's not the shoe to buy. What you need to get is those Marshalls red tags. And let me get these $1,000 goddamn man. Yo, bitch!
He's not going to appreciate that.
Nah.
Right.
I mean, at a different point in my life, of course. But now I'd have to say, you know, I have to go with karma, man. So I'm
with integrity over everything.
Exactly.
You lying like a motherfucker. Damn! 60 G's on G!
Under cameras,
call me. Look, you call me. You call me.
Real smooth, yo. He could be like, excuse me. He gonna pat on the forehead a couple times.
I give him that motherfucking swim move, like, oh,
let me go ahead real quick, get around here.
Like, yo, Odell Beckham real quick.
Is that Dr. Phil over there?
Is that Judge Judy? Give me that motherfucker back. What y'all got for him, yo? Give me some shit that's like, would you do this for your
So
mother?
you said you would model for anybody. Would you model for the adult industry?
Absolutely.
My man.
Absolutely.
We was talking about being porn stars.
Yeah, I'll do that shit in a heartbeat.
Model would be a porn star too.
Hold up, bitch.
You with the shits.
You with the shits.
I started feeling that wheel roll across my
face.
Boy.
There's way too much money to be made, yo.
I mean,
of course I'm with the shits,
way
but I'm
too much. So, you know, I mean, there was a point in time where I was trying to get my girl to, you know, just fucking make, you know, Pornhub at home, fucking make hella bread.
The cam video.
Hold up, let me zoom. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in on you. So you mean with you and your lady, or like, mama, you bust it open, I'm gonna record you. We're gonna make some Kim Kardashian
whatever she's
money.
comfortable with. I mean, ultimately.
Boy, Denzel was here. If Denzel was here, look. So, all right, look. His moniker's Mr. with the shits. You can pretty much say anything, and he'd be like, I'm with the shits. And my man Denzel, who was at one time a co-host with us as well, the same way. So you be down with doing some home movies if it. You down?
Yeah,
you with the shit?
I'm still looking.
He might be
still
more
looking.
Yo, he went to both of the cameras.
I'm still looking, yo. Whatever you're comfortable with, it can be completely business related. Whatever, it don't have to be.
Man, you about to blow up.
Look, it don't have to be. It don't have to be sexual. Like fetishes like that Luna shit, or like what the fuck is it? Like feet fucking.
I'm down with the feet shit.
Like,
If a motherfucker,
the fetish shit,
fam, your face don't be in it. You just spread your feet like this.
Oh,
It don't gotta be in it.
I thought you
wear
said
a
you
mask,
down, like you down with the feet shit. Like.
No.
I mean, somebody if they can pay me. Somebody gonna pay me.
He said, "Look."
Now, all right, now hold on. Let's take it a little further, right? And you know, one of the, not fears, but one of the uncomfortable things about being a heterosexual man is the ability of knowing another man who's homosexual wants your butt crack, right? You know, like sometimes it makes certain men uncomfortable. So now, would you model nude, not sex, not intercourse, but you know, for a gay magazine?
Yeah.
You with the shit.
That's
money. That'd be the easiest money.
Yeah,
That's the easiest money. Because that's right. You make your money. That's why you're taking the picture.
I don't mean just this. I mean, they say face down and something. You look at the camera like this. Like.
Going back to the stripper shit, like I was ready to go to like DC to the gay strip joints and make hella bread.
I hear they pay good money.
They pay hella good money.
My man is secure with himself.
Yeah, he know what's up.
He already know. He like, look, I got a son.
I got 2 kids.
Wood to the
I got 2 kids. Yo, I need to get paid. They need to have a better life than I had.
I bet. I like it. I like it.
I don't care.
Salute to you, bro, for real. Because that's what you call a real. That's what somebody who's really dedicated to their grind. Like, yo, model, whatever it is.
If I got a model,
you know what I mean?
give a fuck
I'm a model. You're a model. Like, I'm a model, so I'm a model whenever the fuck I got a model.
I don't care what people think about me. Like, I can have the best intentions, but somebody always be the bad guy in somebody's story.
You know what? I've heard that before too.
So even if you just a model, somebody gonna say, "Oh, he gonna try to belittle. Oh, he's just a model." It's like, so if I'm gonna lose either way,
it's funny. It's funny, right?
How many models are in active relationships though?
In active relationships?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like how many? Like if you would say the pool of male models, how many are in active relationships? Like, i.e., have girlfriends or married?
Like serious relationships.
Like
is it hard to do that?
Because it's easy to say, like, you know, I'm going to go motherfucking shake my dick around for, you know, anybody, because if it pays, it pays.
When you single.
But it's another thing.
Girl, like, not tonight.
Well, I mean,
you know, when you're actually in love, you know what I mean? Or in
not so much in love, because their version of love might allow for that. But we do know, regardless of love, men too, could be possessive.
Right.
Yeah.
And your eagerness and willingness to be like, I'll do anything, and then having in a serious relationship, like, well, no, you can't do anything.
Or do you feel like that's hindered your relationship?
Well, I mean, I don't care. I'm not going to be with somebody that's not going to let me
Understand.
They got it.
Yeah.
Right.
And y'all got to
I think
understand.
that's gotta be,
exactly. That's first and foremost. We can't party unless you down with this shit. So you just that's like you said, it's gonna hinder my shit. I don't got time.
True. Marvin, you with the shits? I'm gonna zoom in your face. You with the shits like he with the shits? Oh, shit, let me put that. Hope I didn't lose it. Cool. Hey, baby. Diamonds to be here shortly. He just called me. We wrap one up on time. Number one, those who are watching, thank you so much. Shout out. First of all, you guys, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much for coming on. I learned a lot about both sides of what the game is. Like I told y'all when we went months ago, and you guys were cool enough not to punch me in my face. I don't think I said anything offensive, but I could be real loud and crazy. And I told y'all I fuck with y'all. I want y'all to come on and geek. And I want y'all to come on and get. Oh, it's all love? Yeah. You all good? Cool. All right. You gonna let me have them shoes too, man? Oh, God.
I don't think you can fit both of you.
I gotta go like this and shit for one.
I gotta pay fucking land rent on these motherfuckers.
I ain't at it.
Tax property.
Yeah.
So, tax bill.
Thank y'all so much for coming on. Do y'all want to shout out anything that
like
you're working on and affiliations?
Yeah. Last remarks, any affiliations, any groups, any events coming up, so on and so forth. Like, you know, let these viewers know where to contact you at.
First and foremost, let me shout out my wife. Because
good women.
Smart
good woman.
Because, you know, without her, I wouldn't be here right now. But, you know, shout out Lace Marketplace.
Okay.
You know.
Flex
forever.
We shouting out Flex, right?
Really?
Flex forever.
Yo,
shout out my boy Mike, Brandon.
Big Mike, Big B. Let's get you motherfuckers back on. Brandon was all shy when he came on the first time. You know Brandon, right? He a man of like 4 words.
Right. In the 4 words, you be like,
wow. You know, so.
But.
Go ahead.
What you got? You got anything you want to? We already know
somebody hire this man.
Somebody hire this man, man. Look, give me your page real quick, because they can see some of your work on your page, right?
Yeah.
What's your handle? Your Instagram handle?
You're not gonna at Iyapo Jones. Good
Okay.
luck spelling that. Nah, it's IYAP as in Paul O. Jones. Iyapo Jones. And I mean, it's a little dated because I haven't added any new shit, but it's coming.
Dope.
Moving in silence.
Any other last things? Like, you know.
I think that's it,
You
man.
good? You straight?
Sign us out, man.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
You good? You straight?
Can't wait for next time.
Appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Hey, look,
talk
man,
business. Talk business.
Once again, thank you, gentlemen, for coming on. Definitely, learned a lot from the male model side of the industry to the sneaker world. Thank y'all for coming in here and dropping knowledge. Hopefully, our viewers enjoyed it. All right, and just to take us out one last time, give them your handles one last time.
Joey Crack.
Iyapo Jones.
It's underscores in there or
Yeah,
two
yeah.
C's?
So you got Joey _ Crack with 2 K's.
Joey with a Y too. They always spell Joey with a Y, right? I'm gonna pull that back. That was dumb. I'm gonna pull that back.
What else you spelling with?
You know,
Balak get it.
hey, you know how you be in a meeting, right? And it's like it's an important meeting, and you just want to say something. So they be like, yeah, third quarters went up, and they're like, bitch, it says that on the PowerPoint. You be like, oh damn, I should have just shut it up.
Yeah,
that was one of them examples.
Yeah,
pull that Y back.
Yeah,
that was stupid.
There you go. It's gonna be all right.
We know Iyapo. That's a hard ass name.
Iyapo.
IYAPO. Underscore or just Jones?
No, just Jones.
Just Jones.
Just Jones. Nobody's got that name.
All right,
Mr. Jones.
Once again, this was not safe for ears. So make sure that there is a disclaimer. You make sure that you turn your kids away, close the ears, whatever the case is. It's a lot of dick, pussy, ass eating, Nick.
How you pussy that?
Make sure y'all check out our asshole
flossing.
I ain't tall with hair. I got your ass, yo. I got your ass, yo. I ain't tall with hair, nigga. I gotta make it work.
All right, but make sure y'all catch up with our sponsors. WithLove.BBA does the fragrance center hand for soy wax.
Oh, we got sponsors, baby.
Also, make sure y'all check out Jersey Shine. They got some new shit that just came out too. It's called Safe Haven. Just dropped
so
out.
good.
So
good.
Read
us. We got a Reader sponsorship coming up, my homeboy.
Yeah, shout out to Yahoo.
We're gonna speak that.
Man, big ups to him as well for coming on last week and dropping some big gems for us. But make sure y'all check us out at Not Safe for Ears on Instagram. Make sure y'all get us the emails at notsafeforears@gmail.com. Check us out on Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube. We out here, iTunes. Make sure y'all do the whole business, man. We out here. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. We out, bitch!
Bitch.